Hey guys, this is Primeval back with part 12 of my Deity Let's Play as China using Fruit Strike's NQMod. So I think I forgot to post episode 11 yesterday, so there might be a slight delay in the episodes over on YouTube. What we're doing now is counting down to when we need to declare war on Russia. We promised the Germans that we would go and declare war on Russia. We've got a nice little a little alliance of freedom-following civs here. At the moment, it's ourselves, Germany, and India, but likely these other civs are going to convert at some point. Rome is in revolutionary wave, although they're still happy overall. Russia is in civil resistance, but they have enough happiness to compensate for that. And part of that is because they lost a city to, let's see, alright, they lost one of their cities to India, but then they retook it by force. So it'll be interesting to see how our war with Germany goes. We've got a whole bunch of landships, which in the NQMod version 5 are apparently extremely strong, and so we're about to see how all of that works out. The modded landships have a 100% combat bonus versus land units. Now, tech-wise, we were thinking about building out Oxford to grab plastics, although it would only save us a couple turns, so maybe we might use that a little later on something else instead, like maybe satellites. Alright, let's go and cancel the university, and we'll stick with the Landship plan. Meanwhile, Harold, I didn't even realize we were at war. Oh, okay, so we had a defensive pact with India, and I guess Harold declared war on India, and we were drawn into that fight. But Harold wants peace, and he's willing to pay us 55 gold per turn, so I'll take that. I'm not actually making any gains, or even... I had even forgotten I was at war with Denmark. So here, free gold plus some extra safety for our naval trade routes. So accept that deal. And if you look at how much gold we're getting from other civilizations, we're getting 90 from other civilizations, and more than half of that is from that peace deal. The rest is from selling different strategic or luxury resources. World Congress becomes the United Nations. Diplomatic victory is possible. Let's go and check how many votes we're going to need for that, because I think that's going to be the most convenient win for us. World leader vote in 7 turns. We need 34 delegates to win the world leader proposal, and we already have 30, so we just need 4 more delegates. Let's see, how many more city-states do we need? Grabbing these 2 city-states should get us there, I think. What were the changes made here? Gain 2 additional delegates at the World Congress and 1 delegate for each era you advance past in the Renaissance. Alright, so we're going to get 2 votes off of those city-states, and then we need another 2 votes if we got up to globalization. We could get the votes off of our diplomats. Where am I going to get those other votes from? $210 influence needed versus 190. Alright, let's go and flip to this guy. Alright, 240. World Congress, we're now at, well, next turn we'll see how many votes that got us, but choose a host. We ourselves are the host. And choosing research. Is there a wonder that gets me more diplomatic votes? I haven't done the diplomatic victory in quite some time. Alright, well, we'll go and grab plastics, and then we'll try to rush over to globalization. And we could use Oxford on globalization or telecommunications. Alright, so artillery. We'll get these guys set up so they can bombard these Russian cities. Let's see, versus cities. That's what we're going to be using these guys for. Let's get set up right along the border here. And do I have any other artillery hiding around somewhere? No. I don't think so. I might have had some cannons. Let's go and check that quickly. Unit list. Alright, that's it for artillery / cannons. We really do need to build some more out. Is there anything here that I would prioritize a little higher? Let's queue up a artillery over in Shanghai. And these guys need to finish their road network. Is that railroaded? It is. Alright, do these guys all have their railway production bonuses? Not yet. That'll be next turn. Otherwise, things look fine. We'll just have this guy sleep here. Or maybe I can get him to work on putting in some more roads towards Russia. Which has just entered the atomic era. Made peace with a bunch of city-states. And we'll just get rid of radio. Borders are grown. Alright. Next turn then. Looks like we have one more tile we can improve. Maybe put a mine on that if we want to switch over to my production. Russia's just completed the Apollo project, and Bismarck has just declared war on Russia. Does that mean this is when we need to declare war on Russia as well? Still have a few more turns for that. Looks like they jumped the gun. I thought we would do a simultaneous war declaration, but this works too. Alright, so Russia's got a few infantry, but he's also got some mechanized units, which our landships won't have their combat bonus against. But at 60 strength versus 65 strength, we should still fare fairly well. Hey, Pundex 7, welcome to the stream. Watnov as well. Hello and welcome. Alright, triplanes, interception, most definitely. And I guess over in Hangzhou, I'm rebased there. One alert. And railways should be done. Are we hooked up? We've got the railway connection modifier. There is an easy way to switch between cities. I forget what that is. Like plus minus? Yes. Okay, there we go. Railway connections, yes. 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 And yes. Right, so all of our cities are hooked up by rail. There's the capital. So we're good to go there. We'll just have all of these guys. Well, I could go put a mine on this hill. And put some mines on these hills. And this worker, does he want to do anything too special? No. Alright, mine up here. I'm not sure what sands are classified as. Based on the sprite here, they don't look like... Oh wait, is it infantry that they have a bonus against, or all land units? If it's all land units, then that's kind of outrageous. We can check that quickly. So the landship has plus 100% versus land. That sounds a little crazy. In which case, we'll find out once we actually attack. But if that's the case, that landships have a bonus versus all land units, then, well, we need to make more of these landships. But we'll soon find out exactly how powerful these guys are. Or at least I'll soon find out. Some of the viewers may already be very familiar with how powerful landships are. Alright, so Russia's making fun of our puny empire. Hopefully we'll be able to make her pay for that, especially if these landships are as powerful as I've been hearing. Hey Tudless, welcome to the stream. Hey Landship, keep on giving these guys the open terrain promotions. And over here, a whole army of landships. We've got our triplanes, more interception, and we can move this guy maybe over to Shanghai. Where am I likely to face attacks from the air? It hangs those out of range. Alright, let's drop them over, or rather, Guangzhou versus Guangzhou. Yeah, I should probably listen to an audio recording of how I should be saying these names. That'll be educational for everyone, mostly for me. But oh, and I got a whole bunch of free landships from a city-state. Excellent. Right, and does cavalry upgrade to landships? It does, so I'll grab one of those and put up a mine and another mine. Maybe a road piece, that might come in handy. And this landship can go and park up here. Triplanes on intercept. Alright, that looks good. Finished the landship. I think it's going to be time for another assign delegates. World ideology freedom. Alright, so civilizations following freedom will get 2 additional delegates. And that's exactly what we need. Oh, and the city-states got us 2 votes as well, so we don't actually ban cotton. Am I getting happiness off cotton? I am not, so I'm fine if that passes. We'll just push freedom through. And so now we have enough votes for the Diplo win. The vote's coming in 6 turns. So we'll get to play with landships, and then we'll have our Diplo win. Ban on cotton fails, world ideology passes. We now have what's required for the diplomatic victory that's coming in 6 turns, which we should be able to do in today's episode. And we've got our army of landships. I think our promise for war will kick in a couple turns from now. So we'll get to see the landships rampaging around just before we declare ourselves the victors through peace. World religion is on as well, but I did not found whatever religion, Hinduism, that India's got going. Hey, not your average doorstop. Welcome to the stream. Alright, plastics, it's all very good. More growth. This guy, go and work on a mine. Got a whole bunch of landships that are just waiting to get into action here. Alright, you're right, let's declare war. And I really want to see these landships in action. Yeah, we can keep open borders here.
In Ordnung.
We've got our great engineer. Are there any wonders that I want to finish? We could go and grab Neuschwanstein. There's no wonders that I can grab in the capital. So let's swing this guy over to Shan and hurry production. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have that castle before we end the game here, and if we are at war with Russia, then we're gonna go and grab accuracy, set up, bombard the sub. and see if we can actually capture this sub. Free sub, nice. Not that we need it. And the ironclad can probably just go and hide somewhere. Doorstop, that's right. We need the castle to hold our victory party in. Alright, let's see what these landships can do for us. Alright, they deal reasonable damage, take almost no damage themselves. Weaken the city up a little. How many attacks do we have? Only the one. Bring these guys into range to bombard the city, and I don't need these Gatling guns for anything, so we'll just have them try to protect the artillery there. Let's see, that is exhausting all of their movement. So yes, the landships are nice. They're not mowing everything down as I was sort of imagining based on all of the hype, but they're definitely good. They have been nerfed slightly. I think their combat strength has been reduced by, or from 60 to 55 in the latest version of this mod. And this guy can probably be upgraded to a landship. Pop these guys forward a little. And warrior, yes, I did sleep better than yesterday. Thanks for asking. Alright, cargo ships. What do we want here? Nice gold. May as well renew that with a city-state. I really do like what I'm getting off of all that. And the land bonus has been reduced to 50% from 100. So that's a pretty significant nerf. And even though I haven't really played much with them, it sounds like it was very needed. Because 100% versus all land units sounds absolutely insane. And it's not just for landships, it's for the whole tank line. And I guess I can see the rationale. It does incentivize tank use. And tanks are often underutilized in multiplayer, at least from when I was playing multiplayer. So we're just playing with our units here as we count down to our UN victory. And we can bring these great generals in as well. May as well hook up these Russian cities by rail. And the last of our landships from the capital go and park over here. Some more artillery for bringing down that city. And a whole bunch of production to assign. I may as well get our research labs up, not that they're going to help with anything. Great War Bomber, why not? And another bomber. Alright, we can finish off commerce. Completing commerce gets us 2 additional trade route slots and double gold from grade merchant trade missions, as well as allowing us to purchase great merchants. We've got tons of faith, we haven't used it for anything. If I needed the extra votes, I could have bought, well, actually, what policies did I go for? I could have bought some great engineers, but I guess trying to finish Hubble off. But if we wanted to, we could go and buy some great merchants. In the mod, great engineers, great merchants, and great scientists are no longer tied together, so getting a great merchant doesn't increase the cost of the next great engineer or great scientist. And if we have 2 more trade routes, I'd rather have those. Meanwhile, we've got Destroyer done. We can use the sub to look around for other Russian subs. Likewise with the Destroyer. Pundex asks why we're not doing anything with our faith. There's nothing. Well, we've already bought all of the faith buildings that we can get with Hinduism. We've got monasteries in all of our cities. We could buy great engineers and settle them as great tile improvements. I don't have any wonders or other large projects that I want to finish with a great engineer, and we recently finished out commerce, so if I wanted to buy some great merchants, I could do that. For example, I mean, I don't really need great merchants for anything, and we are about to win, so I don't think we need to worry about some unused faith here. So for this guy, rude and rude. So the extra delegates added in patronage, plus all of the ability to so easily make and hold city-state allies by sending trade routes out to them with patronage makes or seems to have made the diplomatic victory very easy in single player. Which it originally was when Brave New World was first released. The Diplo victory was super easy, and they subsequently increased the number of votes required to win a Diplo victory, which did make it slightly more challenging. Alright, so we've got all of that done. Let's put the railway up and over to Vladivostok. And have these workers help with that. They can also repair some tiles. In fact, I should probably just set my workers to auto at this stage. And I believe there are some calls for just hitting next turn and grabbing that Diplo win. Triplane's done. Sure, these landships are pretty fun. Good movement, lots of damage. And the landship. Alright, let's see if we can grab a destroyer with our... oh, okay, never mind. With our privateer. Not quite. Alright, this guy, we'll write a quick local treatise. And we've got our cargo ship done. We can trade with Germany. Is that going through Russian territory? Munich. Munich's probably way... well, if we... okay, it's over... wrapping around the world here, so we can send that to Munich. That looks like it should be relatively safe. And as for this trade route, let's go and trade with Vancouver. And another addition to the mod is that your naval melee units can attack and then retreat, which in multiplayer can probably get pretty annoying, just like dealing with fast moves against knights, where you can't respond to them running in and running out. But does make them a little more useful. Alright, let's see if our artillery are at all helpful at taking down Vladivostok. Got a great scientist. 23 damage. And the Gatling guns are dealing very limited amounts of damage. Alright, let's see. Alright, well, we'll go and take care of these rocket artillery. And yes, I did just hit zone of control with the city there, which is a little embarrassing. Let's heal back some of these hit points with a bit of pillaging. This guy charges his wounded units or formation mounted. Let's grab a shock, get in here, heal up a little more, and then maybe sit over here. Have all of these guys pillage heal. Put in the railway, why not? And the triplane. Are we in range to take down that rocket artillery? Let's do that. Great scientist. Yeah, let's push ourselves into the atomic era. What should I do with the spy? All of our textiles are off. I think we're still 10% behind Russia. But I don't think we're going to have much luck with these textiles, so let's drop a diplomat into Germany. For no reason in particular, we're not going to get up to globalization before we actually get the UN vote, but we can set ourselves up for that. Landship, and that's fine. We've got another trade route that we can use, but it's not urgent anymore. Alright, we'll take the instant heal there. And, well, there's that swamp in the way. Let's swing around to this side. These workers can get in here. And what else do we have to look at? Alright, they can all hang out here for next turn. Do I still have a privateer? I do. Let's take the instant heal. See if we can grab ourselves a destroyer. No such luck. That privateer is going to meet... Oh, he still has movement. Alright, so he's not going to meet a sticky end necessarily. I suppose the rocket artillery could hit him, which will be kind of awkward. Would I rather sacrifice, say, this ironclad instead? I would. And he is more damaged, so the rocket artillery will probably prioritize the ironclad over the privateer. I want the privateers because they let me capture enemy units, which is always fun. Okay, we lost one of our artillery. World Congress vote is coming next turn for the world leader. I should say the United Nations vote is coming. And India's marching out with a little army of their own. I wonder where they're headed. Okay, let's see. Can landships take a city? How much damage do we do here? 11. So maybe we'll just wait on the artillery then. This guy needs to do some pillage healing. Although, I would like to take a city before the vote comes up, so let's just toss all of these guys at the city. We can pillage and move back. Not quite. What about this guy? No, he doesn't have enough movement. What if we were to put... We've got railways almost all the way in. If I used a great general... I'll move this guy out of the way. Move forward to here. And... construct a railroad. If I went over to here... Alright, that uses up all of his movement. I'd like to try to capture a city before we get the Diplo win, but it looks like I'm out of landships. Alright, well, that's fine. Let's just make sure we do have the votes we need. We didn't lose a city-state in the intervening time. We didn't. We may as well acquire the last city-state so that everyone is allied with the world leader. Another 126. And then just 16. Let's throw 500 at that. And we are fine. Alright, so that's everything then. Alright, so we've got a whole bunch of new units. We got ourselves a Great Merchant of Venice from Bratislava. Bismarck has entered the Atomic Era. We've got some promotions to take. And there is the World Congress vote. Let's see if we can take Vladivostok before that happens. There we go. Alright, let's go and grab the city here. There's an airplane and rocket artillery. Bunch of gold. What was in this city? A whole bunch of nice buildings. Nice city to acquire there. We'll just go and create a puppet. And probably time for the vote. World leader, vote for ourselves. 37 votes out of the 34 required. We got delegates. And that's it. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I had a fun time poking around with version 5 of the NQMod. We had a very peaceful beginning, which let us drop a lot of these cities, and the cities, you know, had, in the early game, really good production, and they had a good science pumping through for the majority of the game. The only other civ that went Liberty in this game was Russia, and as a result, they, for a good chunk, led on manufactured goods and science. They're still leading on science. But yeah, that's it. So, well, I need to assign production before I can end the turn. Let's toss up a triplane, I suppose, and a landship. That's all fine. And do I actually have to click through all this stuff? Alright, so grab siege. And this guy wants an instant heal? Sure. Alright, now can I end the turn? It's still Shift-Enter to end the turn early, isn't it? Anyways, I guess these workers still want orders. Let's get to work on building out a railroad. And we'll automate these guys. Shift-Enter? No? Orders required? Alright, let's keep pushing these guys forward. You guys can pull back to heal up. Stay up there. Cargo ship, establish trade route with Cape Town, sure. Alright, everyone else can just sleep. There's no need to bully Russia now that we have control of the entire world, apparently. But good game. And apparently India just reached influential status with us tourism-wise. So who really wins then? If all of our people love India's culture, but we are or have been declared the world leader, who influences who? Alright, well, that's the end of our China series. We can watch the replay.
Forever will you be remembered as the leader who brought peace to a weary world.
All of the civs were fairly equally spaced apart. Looks like India had more space than others. Russia, surprisingly, even though they were in the middle, they neighbored essentially everyone, was able to grab the most space. And that's partially because they went Liberty. A lot of the other AIs weren't able to expand as quickly because they didn't go for Liberty there. And we can see Germany running out and capturing all these islands. I had my eye on one of these islands at one point in time. I think it was this island right here. Alright, cool. Well, I believe that's it for today's stream then. You can leave some comments over on my YouTube channel or on stream right now as to what you want to see me play next. I think tomorrow I'll play some Off-World Trading Company. But other than that, I'm totally open. We could do another Civ series. I don't know if we've been able to organize enough players to do multiplayer in these 1 hour time slots in what for me is the morning. But we could play some more Civ, single player style. We could play maybe some Endless Legend, or Gal Civ, other 4X games, or we could play a shorter game, maybe something that's not quite as episodic, and maybe people would enjoy short little sessions. Off-World really lends itself to that. But in any case, thank you all for watching the stream today. That's it for me. Primeval, signing off.